All right, here comes Rich with the hose.
Yeah, what'd you do that for?
You told me to take it off. Oh, it stinks!
Count remains full at 3-2. Right-hander Oscar Tovar into the set. He throws. Another foul. That was wasted over the left side again.
I have probably known Rich longer than anybody in the room right now, except maybe his family. We go back to the fall of 1980 when he stepped on the campus of Linden State College. We got to know each other through the college radio station. And then I hired him in 1987 when I was the program director at WIZN. He worked 58 straight days in a row. Who does that these days?
I guess I've worked with Rich about 30 years overall. Rich and I have worked together on all kinds of projects, all kinds of radio stations, morning shows, afternoon shows, sports shows, talk shows, news. We've done a little bit of everything together.
Working with Rich for about 30 years. I was introduced to Rich back in 1995 when I was an intern with the Vermont Expos, and I've worked with him ever since. And he is not only the voice of the Vermont Lake Monsters at Centennial Field, but he's also part of our brand.
Rich Haskell, what an honor, and I can't believe you're asking me to recognize you as part of this whole exciting celebration for you. I have known you, I don't know what, over 15 years? As soon as you and I started working together, it was like working with my big brother.
You know what I love about Rich is he's just this happy-go-lucky guy that is traveling through life at his own speed, and he doesn't let anybody dictate his life.
Work with Rich is a ton of fun. Every time he walks into the ballpark, he's got a big smile on his face. I've had a chance to work with Rich not only here in Burlington, Vermont, but also in Norwich, Connecticut, when we were part of the Detroit Tigers organization. Rich was able to live his childhood dream of being our play-by-play voice for the Connecticut Tigers for one summer.
Rich is really an easy person to work with. He's a true radio guy. He gets it. Because he's the same person on the air as he is off the air, he's a likable guy. And that comes through when Rich is performing his craft.
I never laughed as hard as I did when we did mornings together, Rich and Mary's Morning Mess. It was clearly a mess on air and off air.
Rich is probably the best disc jockey that ever worked for me. The way he is able to communicate with people is so natural that you really feel that he is sitting in the seat next to you in the car and having a conversation with you.
Rich has done absolutely everything in broadcasting. I don't think there's one thing that Rich hasn't done, except possibly traffic, and seeing how organized Rich is, that isn't something we'd really like to shoulder him with.
First couple of years, Rich was doing it all on his own. The voice, the music, everything like that. So now he, is the voice, and he's got the golden pipes. And without a doubt, he is one of our MVPs.
I never got mad at Rich. Maybe one time I got really, really frustrated with him. We used to play softball games when we worked at WIZN, and there were charity games. We'd raise money all the time, and our biggest rival was WCAX Channel 3. And I had Rich play shortstop in one of the games, and we were a better team. We should have beat him. Rich made 9 errors that day. And I found out later on that they bribed Rich with a pair of tickets to go see a Red Sox game.
Remember that time you lost a football bet and we had to go to that sewage place? You were like knee deep in sewage? The joke was on us because it was like an hour drive back to the station. It was freezing cold and we were in the station van. You were literally waist deep in sewage and we were stuck in the van with the windows up.
Rich, we can't thank you enough for being part of our team here for well over 30 years. I've had the pleasure of working with you year after year, season after season, and we can't thank you enough. Congratulations on being inducted into the Hall of Fame. It's a very well-deserved honor. We're very proud of you, and go Monsters.
Rich, I love you, man. Congratulations, and welcome to the Vermont Association Broadcasters Hall of Fame.
Rich, congratulations. I love you, my dear friend, and I can't wait to celebrate with you.
There's really no one that I can think of that exudes more of the actual radio person mentality than Rich Haskell. And he's been doing it for so long, and he's so well loved by so many of us in the business and so many of the listeners out there that I think this is an honor that's so deserved. It's been an honor for me to work beside you, Rich. And I just want to say welcome to the Hall of Fame.
All right.
My kid gets my fortune. I have $1.87 in my account balance. It's been great knowing all of you.
Nothing's going to happen to you, Rich. Are you calling me?